Chapter 27. Dad!
Son, what is it?
Cam's in jail.
What on earth for?
Jags hesitated and searched for the right words. With a tight smile, his father led Jags down the narrow hall and turned into the living room. They sat on a blue and pink floral sofa centered under a bay window.
Tell me what happened.
With his elbows propped on his thighs and his head in his hands, he said, "Cam's being charged with murder." His dad leaned back and covered his mouth.
Dear heaven.
It was an accident, bar fight that got out of hand. The bail is $100,000. Can you get it? His father crossed the room and stopped before a brick-faced fireplace. A line of 3x5 frames set on the ledge above it. He lifted one and showed it to Jags.
This is my favorite picture of him.
A long black snake was wrapped around Cam's shoulders. The picture snapped just as the snake bit Cam's thumb. Your reaction was funnier. You burst into tears, convinced Cam would drop dead at any second. You were hysterical for over an hour. He placed the picture back on the shelf.
I can't get that kind of money.
Can't you get a second mortgage on the house?
I already did that.
Jags jumped to his feet. What for? Where's the money?
I gave it to Cam for the restaurant.
Jags scrunched his long hair in his fists. You've got to be kidding me. Dropping into a chair at the kitchen table, Jags guzzled. His father sat beside him. You said you inherited the money from Uncle Jack.
If I had told Cam the truth, he never would have taken the money.
What about your 401k? Can't you borrow against it?
I already did that. The house only valued at $110,000. It wasn't enough.
Jags shifted his focus from the beer bottle and glared at his dad. We are not leaving him there.
We'll figure something out. In the meantime, you need to calm yourself. It's not safe until I can figure out what's going on with you. How were the nightmares?
Worse, but he wouldn't worry his father needlessly, especially since there was nothing anybody could do for him. He just had to find a way of following the vision to completion, no matter how painful the violence of the images tortured him. Off and on, not too bad, but I'm getting dizzy spells now.
Maybe you should see a hypnotist to help you through this vision?
Jags sipped his beer. I'll be fine. What?
I heard what happened.
Zeke said. How?
Small town. Word spreading like crazy. I called to see if you need anything.
Jags chugged the remainder of his beer. Just $100,000. And while you're at it, throw on another $100,000 for attorney fees.
Who do I write the check to?
We're Fucked Incorporated.
Jags.
I can't take your money.
You sure?
Jags propped his sneakers up on a neighboring chair. Yes.
Anything else I can do?
Jags tossed the empty bottle across the kitchen. I'll let you know. When the bottle made its mark, he shot his fist over his head in a display of victory. My head's spinning. I can't really think right now.
I understand.
I'm overwhelmed that you even offered. Something I'll never forget.
You'd do the same for me. Take all the time you need off from work. I'll call if something comes up and I need you to come in.
I don't know what to say.
Just promise you'll call if there's anything I can do. You have a lot of friends. Lean on us. We're here for you.
You don't even know my brother.
I know you. If you say he doesn't deserve to be there, that's good enough for me.
Maggie peered into the family room. Her father sat on the luxury leather sofa with a remote in his hand.
400 channels and nothing's on.
I need a favor. Maggie sat beside him.
Another property need rezoning?
He gave her a teasing look. A friend of mine is in jail.
What did he do?
Why do you assume it's a man? He smirked. All right, it's a man.
Now that the gender of said criminal has been established, tell me why he's in jail.
With her hands on her thighs, Maggie bumped her knees together. Murder. He sat forward.
This isn't about Cameron Wolfe, is it?
How did you know?
The whole damn town knows.
He stood and glowered at her.
They're after blood on this one. His father is well known and respected throughout the community. Your friend's in big trouble.
I know. That's why I need your help. He sat and grasped her hand.
Is this the Copper Creek guy?
Yes. You've got to help him. He flung her hand away.
I'll do no such thing. He killed a 25-year-old man. I've never appreciated the kind of people you associate with, but this is low, even for you. You want me to help a cold-blooded murderer escape prosecution?
When she looked at him blankly, his posture slumped.
Why do you surround yourself with the dregs of society?
He doesn't have money. That doesn't mean he's a bad guy. Don't be such a snob. His smile held no joy.
I have no idea how much money this man has. My impression of him was based on his actions, not his bank account. But it seems it matters to you. And what do you consider bad? Because most people would consider a person who kills another to be a bad person.
Soldiers and policemen kill people every day.
He's neither a soldier nor a policeman. He's a punk who picked a fight in a bar.
She glanced down at her new green sandals. Sometimes things aren't what they seem. Her father glided his hand down the back of her head.
Do you have an intimate relationship with this man?
She snickered. Tell me how that's any of your business. With a finger under her chin, he turned her head and forced her to look at him.
I never want you to see Cameron Wolfe again.
Maggie tilted her head, pressing her face into her father's palm. I'm begging you, please help him. He jerked his hand away.
I play golf with Stephen's father, for crying out loud. I'm sorry, I just can't. It's out of my hands.
You're friends with the governor. You could ask for a pardon.
He has to be convicted before he can be pardoned. And friends is too strong a word. Acquaintance would be a better word. And that's beside the point, because I have no intention of helping this man.
He rose from the couch and took a step toward the entryway.
This time, you're on your own.
My sweet, I'm home.
I got the apple juice you asked for.
Opening the closet, he crouched. Jewel's hands and feet were bound. Rivets of raw skin bled onto the rope from where it dug into her skin. Rain brought the cup to her lips. How was your day, dear? With one eye swollen shut, Jewel looked away with the other. Want a stretch? He yanked her from the closet, untied her ropes, and stretched her naked and bruised body across his bed. She curled on her side into a ball. Did Kip take good care of you today? Give you potty breaks? Rain unbuttoned his blue and white striped shirt. This had been their routine for the past month. At first, she fought back, but after beating her, leaving her barely conscious, she never resisted him again. Rain finished disrobing and climbed over her, his knees straddling her hips.
I missed you.
He drew back his fist and slugged her across the head. Rain grabbed a hunk of her hair and yanked her head back. His cold tongue traced a path down her chin and neck.
I've been thinking about this moment all day. I could hardly wait to get home to you.
Rain licked the tip of her nose.
Did you miss me?
He dragged his finger across her shivering lips.
My sweet.